Good morning and happy Thursday. We're looking at dry conditions and some sunshine to start off your morning commute. So as Frank will tell you, you'll need your sunglasses today. But what we're watching as well is a problem on the westbound 401 at Weston in the Collectors, just west of Weston, I should say, in the Collectors. We have a stalled tractor trailer on the scene there, and it looks like we do have a heavy tow truck and MTO there. Currently blocking that lane, but doesn't seem like it's really causing any delays heading through this stretch. A lot of people are not heading westbound at this hour. They're usually heading east. And taking a look at the Toronto-bound QEW heading over the Burlington Skyway, we're looking at delays from approaching the Burlington Skyway all the way over to about North Shore. So for my Hamilton drivers, do give yourself some extra time this morning. As you go further onto the eastbound QEW, you're looking at delays from Mississauga Road over to Cawthra, and it's a slow drive into downtown on the eastbound Gardner, anywhere from about, I would say, Islington and the Express over to Dufferin. So do give yourself that extra time. We're looking at typical volume delays for your morning commute, but no major problems to tell you about. That's a look at traffic. Now sending things over to Frank.
You were talking about the sunshine out there. It's been beautiful all the way since 5:51. That's when it was starting to rise this morning. It sets at 8:36. It's 14 hours and 45 minutes of daylight. Our days are growing. Temperatures, 18.9 is where we should be. Yesterday we topped out at 20, so we were above seasonal yesterday. The record high, we're far from that today, 34.4. Now that was a record. That high pressure we get to enjoy. Today we'll see some afternoon cloud cover build. Chances some showers, not during the daylight hours, as a matter of fact. That happens later on. It looks like at about 11 p.m. that is. We could get into some isolated showers here in Toronto. They'll last into the early morning hours of Friday, and then they'll wrap up by about 6 a.m. 16 is your temperature for today, 18 tomorrow, 15 on Saturday. The bulk of Saturday looks like it's going to be nice and dry into the evening. There's a chance of some showers as well. We will see isolated showers through Sunday and Monday. Temperature 17 Sunday, Monday at 19 degrees, and then nice and dry Tuesday, Wednesday, 18 Tuesday, Wednesday at 20. Most importantly, we take a look at the overnight lows. We're frost-free over the next 7, which is great for those that love to garden. That's a look at your forecast.
Okay, the unofficial kickoff to the summer right on our doorstep. As always, though, safety has to be at the forefront here. Let's get live to our Tammy Sutherland. Got some insight into this Victoria Day long weekend. We're talking not just on our roads. Good morning, Tam.
That's right. So, Mel, this is not the typical just on the road safety at all. We're also looking at off-road safety as well as on the water safety. And this campaign brought to you by the OPP. They're out there doing circles right now on motorcycles, and part of this campaign is focusing on the most vulnerable road and water users. We have Sergeant Carrie Schmidt from the OPP joining us now. Now tell us a little bit about those most vulnerable out there.
Well, absolutely. You see, as a motorcyclist, as an off-roader, we're seeing the trends within why people are getting hurt, and these are all recreational activities. People are not wearing their helmets. People are driving impaired. They're losing control. They're going overboard and going into the water if they're on a boat. So again, we see a lot of consistent and a lot of similar facts all the time in these activities. So it doesn't matter if you're driving a side-by-side off-road vehicle, a quad, a motorcycle. Again, you need to pay attention, wear a helmet, have that safety equipment on you, and use it properly. But of course, not being impaired and driving without distraction is paramount. In the last 10 years, the OPP have investigated 43 fatalities just on this Victoria Day long weekend. Last year we had 5 fatalities, 2 on the roads, 2 off roads on trails, and 1 in the water. So this is a real issue for us, and it's not just having a good time and relaxing, which is what we want to do. Spring is finally here. We have some sunshine, which has been few and far between, and people are anxious to get out there and enjoy the outdoors. But please think about your safety as well, because we all want to get home at the end of our weekend and make sure we have great stories to talk about and great memories to have.
Absolutely. Thank you so much again. That's Sergeant Carrie Schmidt from the OPP, and this safety blitz will be running until 11 o'clock this morning with safety demonstrations out here on the roads and in the water as well, and we'll be showing you a little bit more throughout the morning. Mel, I'll send it back to you. All
right, Tammy, thank you so much for that. 2 other news now, 6:34. A Canada-wide warrant has been issued for 3 men following a shooting in Etobicoke earlier this month. 26-year-old Blaine Grindley was gunned down outside of a townhouse complex near Martin Grove and Finch on May the 1st. He was pronounced at the scene. Yesterday, police identified 3 men wanted in connection with his murder.
Canada-wide warrants for the first-degree murder have been issued for Michael Smith, 29 years, from the City of Brampton, Andre Dowse, 21 years, City of Mississauga, and Dane Sitladine, 27 years, also from the city of Mississauga. All three of these individuals are to be considered armed and dangerous. I'm appealing to Mr. Dowse, Mr. Smith, and Mr. Sitladine to contact a lawyer of your choice and make arrangements to turn yourself in at the nearest police station.
Investigators say they were able to identify the suspects through video evidence and witness interviews. As always, if you have any information, you can call 911 or do it anonymously through Crime Stoppers.